Okay, so let me repeat that again. So I want to go from 2 meters to millimeter. So meter to millimeter, I'm going from a bigger unit to a smaller unit. So I would multiply. How much do I multiply? 10, 100, 1,000. So 2 times 1,000, you get 2,000 millimeters. Okay. Let's try A, 24 kilogram to gram. Mohini, since I know you're paying attention, okay, how do I go from kilogram to gram? Kilogram to gram. Should I multiply or divide? Multiply, because I'm going from the bigger one to the smaller one. I'm going down. Multiply by how much? Yeah. So this is 10, 100, 1,000. So I would multiply by 1,000. So 24 kilogram is 24,000 grams. Okay. What about this one? I want to go from kilogram to centimeters. Kilometer to centimeter. So from K to C. Am I multiplying or dividing? Who says multiply? Who says divide? Okay, let me ask that again. We're doing B right now. All right, well, just because it's on the left side doesn't mean I'm going from centimeter to kilometer. I'm going from the given to the unknown. So I'm going from kilometer to centimeter. So who says multiply? Thank you. How much am I multiplying? 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. Yeah, so I'm multiplying it by 100,000. So 4 kilometer is 400,000 centimeters. All right. C. Actually, no. I want to do one that's the other way. Let's do. Okay, let's do G. Okay, DA. What's DA? Deca, right? Okay, DA, deca. So I want to go from deci to deca. Go from your given to your unknown. So go from. Let me zoom this out a little. Okay, go from deci to deca. All right. Who says multiply? Who says divide? Good, because you're going from smaller unit to the higher unit, you're going up. So when you're going up, you are dividing. What am I dividing by? Deci to deca? 100. Good. So 5 deciliter is 0.05 decaliter. Okay. Okay, take 1 minute. Complete this. Take 1 minute, complete this. And then we'll take up our answers in 1 minute. Take 1 minute, do this part. Number 1. Okay. Okay, let's hear what you guys got. Number 3, Sean, what did you get? C, sorry. 21,000. Yep. Okay. D. Bella? 2. Okay. For all of these, I'm trusting your answer. If you don't agree, let me know so that we can check it. E. Mohini? 3,000. Okay. F. Sophia? Okay. Kira, do you have F? 13,000. Okay. Good. H. Let's see. Antonia? 0. Sorry, can you repeat that? 0.0301. Okay, yes, you would divide. Okay, from centi to hecto, you're dividing. I, diction. 0.02. And J, Pedro? 0.003. Okay, how many of you got all those correct? Okay, good. How many of you use this? Okay, so make sure on the test though, you memorize the order. So what I would suggest is once you get the test, write down KHDUDCM so that when you do your conversions, you have it in front of you. Okay, but remember, there's 2 D's. Okay, so be careful. The larger one is deca. The smaller one is deci. Okay, and the abbreviation we use, deca is DA, and then the deci is just a D. Okay, so don't mix these two up. These two are the tricky one. It's just like out of all the variables, they choose the same variable. Out of all the letters, they choose the same one. All right, if you flip to the back side. Okay, so other than centimeters, millimeter, kilometer, we have imperial units as well. So those were metric. Why do we have metric and imperial? Do you guys know why? Which country uses imperial? And? UK? Yeah. So they think they're more special. I'm kidding. So it's because different country uses different units. That's why we need to know the 2. Instead of just learning one system, we have to learn 2 systems because another country uses a different one. Well, I'm sure you're gonna go to the States. You're gonna drive.
That doesn't mean I'll need to use that.
Well, in Canada, we use kilometers per hour. When you go to the States, what do they use? Miles per hour. So if you're driving 120 miles per hour on the highway, you're gonna get towed. Yes, that's you get speeding tickets if you don't know the conversion. Yeah, because 120 kilometer per hour is much less than 120 miles per hour. So and you can see these ones right here, these are not tens, hundreds, thousand conversion. They have special numbers. So for example, 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. Okay, I hate it when I go to the supermarket. They give you price for a kilogram instead of per pound, and then I'm like doing in my head, so how much is that in pounds?
Will we have to use the imperial system on the unit test?
On the test, I will give you this chart. Okay, but not the other one. The other one you have to memorize, but this I'll give you the conversion. Okay, so to go from metric to imperial, you would multiply. to go from Imperial. Actually, no. So, yeah, you would divide. Okay, just like how we were doing with those conversions. Okay, so the school is 3 kilometers from my house. How many miles is that? So to go from kilometer to miles, this one to this one, I want to go from km to miles. So I'm gonna multiply. This number 0.6214. So when you multiply, it gives you about 1.86 miles. Yeah. So let's try this one. Jason took his dog Buster to the vet. The vet told him that Buster weighs 16.2 kilograms. Okay, I want to know if Buster is a big dog or a small dog. Okay, I don't know. 16.2 kilograms, is that, how much is that? I only know pounds. Okay, so from going from kilogram to pound, what do I do? By what? Yeah, by this ratio. So I'm going to times it by 2.2046. Is Buster a big dog? Yeah, pretty big. 16.2 times 2.2046. Don't round it. If they gave you 4 decimal places, use it. It's about 35.7 pounds. I think that's pretty big. Okay. What about this one? Susan, she wanted to go for a long walk. She ran 21.2 kilometers. How many miles is that? So 21.2 kilometers. And I want to change that to miles. Oh, by the way, miles. What's the short form for mile? M is meter. MI. Yes. Okay. Well, I want to see any run 5 miles then, since she thinks 5 miles is the same as 5 meters. Okay. So, what do you do from kilometer to miles? Multiply by 0. Yeah. So it's not always gonna give you a bigger number than your original one. When you multiply by a decimal, it actually gives you a smaller number too. So that's why you need to know what the conversions are. So 13.2 miles. Okay, much more than 13 meters. Okay, recipe. If you cook or bake before, you know how important recipes are, so that it doesn't become a sugar high dessert. So recipe says to add 0.5 gallon of milk. So how many liters is that? So I want to go from 0.5. What's the short form for gallon? GAL. And I want to change it to liters. What's the short form for liter? Just L like that? Uppercase L, yeah. So confusing. Who came up with these? Okay, gallon to liters. How do I go from gallon to liter? Divide by? Yeah, 0.2642. Because I'm going from imperial to metric, so I'm dividing. And by how much? It tells you the ratio. So 0.5 divided by 0.2642. It's about 1.9 liters. So if you just put 0.5 liters in that cake that you're making, it's gonna become super dry.
What's GA? Because if G is gram, then GAL is gallon.
GA? I don't think there's just a GA.
So why would they do it with GAL?
Oh, good question. I don't know. They want to. I would just use Why use abbreviation when the word is only 5 letters long? Right. Okay, last one. Jordan found an inchworm outside. She measured it and finds that it's 2.3 centimeters long. How many inches is that?
So it's
And I want to change it to inches. Centimeters to inches. Okay, are you multiplying or dividing? Good. You're going from metric to imperial, so you're multiplying, and you're multiplying it by 0.3937. What do you get?
0.905.
Yes, so 0.9 inches, which sounds about right. If if you did the other way, if you divide it, let's say you made a mistake. You did 2.3 divided by 0.3937. You're talking about a 6 inch long worm. 6 inch long is this long. Yeah. Which is not too long, but it's still pretty scary. All right. We do. Okay, so just really quick, I just want to go over to these two. You learned this already.
less than 10 minutes.
I'm gonna only take 2 minutes. Yeah. Okay, Pythagorean theorem. How many of you learned this in grade 7 or 8? See, everybody learned it already. So I'm just giving you a refresher. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. You use that to find the hypotenuse.
Right?
Yeah, if you want to find the shorter side, if you want to find the odd side, the legs, these are called legs. I don't know why. Okay, yeah, these are called the legs. This is called the hypotenuse.
I called it something else, but I don't know what I called it.
These are called the legs. Okay, so if you want to find the legs, you would do subtraction. Okay, and I can't stress enough on the test. I like every year I see at least one person will do 25 minus 169. You always use the bigger number, subtract the smaller number. All right, they know to subtract, but then when they just do whatever number, subtract whatever number, you get a negative. You cannot square root a negative. So remember, to find the hypotenuse, you would do 7 squared plus 4 squared, and then square root it to get your answer. For the legs, you would do 13 squared, take away 25 squared, take away 5 squared, and then square root it. All right. So I still have 30 seconds. Okay, so just do one example. One example. This one. No, just do this one. Yeah. So am I subtracting or adding?
Adding. No, subtracting.
Subtracting. C squared minus b squared. So what minus what? Sophia, since you're paying attention. What's C?
C.
5 squared.
What?
Why is it 5 and not 50? Units. What we just did. Okay? So this is the same as 5 centimeters. So 5 squared, take away 1 squared. 25, take away 1. I get 24. Does that mean A is 24 centimeters? What do I have to do with that? Square root it. So, no, 4.9. So I get 4.9. What's my unit? Centimeter, because we convert it. So it's centimeter. Okay? For homework over the weekend, first 2 pages. So anything not filled out in the first 2 pages. I am doing homework check on Monday. So this one, this, these, and this. Yeah.
guys.
So the first 2 pages. It's not a lot. It's just conversions and Pythagorean theorem. Okay, first 2 pages for homework. Homework check on Monday.